So there's this guy, Takamakuran, and he made this title. And it's about as searchable as this, or even this. The MC of a new game is Nippon Gumby, a guy who lives in a utopia where you get paid not to go to work and reap job benefits, but his wife needs him at the house so she can get on fours for Fido. The dog is just sitting outside waiting for Gumby to get back into the wage cage. Nippon Gumby dodges a wife all the while hitting on high schoolers in Qzar, getting isekai'd into JRPG Tinder and siphoning money from the GPIF to play VR eroge. Though it is a bit odd how his job would just let him burn funds like this when they're trying to cut back. You know, I'm gonna look into whether or not this is normal business practice in Japan. I'll be back in a bit.
Listen, I don't have much time. This mass unemployment is part of the NHK's plan to liquidate pensions so Katakawa can squeeze another 15 years of work out of geriatric arthritic nearsighted artists working 80-hour work weeks to produce another 76 seasons of ReZero. These men won't be able to see their visual novel wives again if we don't...
On second thought, there's nothing to see here. Hayao Miyazaki. Anime was not a mistake. Consume anime product. Now we'll resume our review of some wholesome Japanese media. The CG set art has an analog feel to it, since all the drawings have simple color palettes and noisy outlines. The game backgrounds use color noise and tile assets so you don't immediately recognize that you're playing a CG set strapped to the RPGmaker engine. Dialogue is simple enough that even MTL can't fuck it up. I mean, dude thinks he's in a simulation and doesn't really care to ask questions. Also, there's no tedious, convoluted rundowns about how magic is powered entirely through holding in your pee or some other trivial bullshit to pad out playtime. Sex scenes are quick and aren't voiced, so don't go in expecting the usual 40-minute scene with some VA drinking mayonnaise and having a Tourette's outburst. All the scenes are vanilla P&V stuff, so yeah, sorry, everybody in this game has had potty training. A few things keep this from being IGN 9 out of 10 didn't pay enough for ad space. For starters, the game needlessly becomes a grindfest towards the end, coinciding with certain plot events because Japanese have this primal urge within them to waste your time, either through CBT tier difficulty, grinding, dialogue, and having multiple endings or routes, with methods of attaining beyond anyone's intuition. Seriously, fuck you, Kyoka! I missed one scene with you in the lounge on day 4 and suddenly you won't put out? But hey, some of you girls are cool, don't come to the ski resort on day 5. Playing this game is a bit of a trip because the first part has you use dumb hentai abilities like squish squish, rub rub, and find cats to progress. Then it tacks on grindy stuff and actual combat mechanics at the end, and you're wondering why using ram on monsters that look like MoMA paintings isn't doing anything. Also, the game makes you return home for immersion reasons, but there's dick to do in the station square map aside from hit on color outline babes. Yellow best, don't even at me. And eat dinner with your wife. Seriously, this Burke's so whipped he has family time and says spending his nights in his cum-stained gamer chair donating to VTubers. Don't think I'm knocking a new game, I'm just letting you know what you're in for. Gameplay is comfy if you like JRPGs. The plot doesn't drag and has some twist to it. The art is a fresh take on the derivative how to draw manga aesthetic that marketing goons will keep reusing because you keep buying into it. Even still, I see updates on a new game from time to time, but here's the catch. Despite having shit SEO and no marketing, Takamakuran is a success story compared to most independent eroge developers. Not all these games milled out of Dlsite are low quality, they just aren't pushing their product. A caveat for anyone with a dime to spend. You vote with your money. If you don't want your favorite industry looking like a hall of mirrors or ran by a marketing data mill, then do some research and buy as close to the source as you can. Don't fall for hype, make your hype.
Can you mow the lawn? My sinuses are acting up.
Nah, Mom! Ma, I can't mow the lawn right now. I'm busy writing essays online about why it's bad to make money off of anime.